Look, bro. It's like January 13th, 2021. I'm scratching my balls right now, but that's not what matters. I trust that you're going to get through this. You're going to get through COVID. You're going to get through everything else in your life. Because I'm Todd. You're TJ. I'm Todd. I'm TJ. I'm one of the greatest people to walk this earth, if not the greatest, among everyone. Look at me. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at me. Look how beautiful you are. You're amazing. We're going to get through this, my guy. You see all those problems? You see... Look at what you've solved and look what you haven't solved. Look at the problems that you're fairly confident that are done with, and look at the problems that you're fairly confident aren't. It's on the left side, I think. Yeah. You can do this. I trust that we're going to make it, because you can't count yourself as failing before you even work your hardest. That's just not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to everyone else around you. But don't think about them. Think about you right now. Me. Think about me. It's not fair to you to discredit yourself before you even tried. It doesn't matter how far you are. Because whether you make it or not, that just puts in the chemicals in your brain or something to tell yourself that no matter how you try at anything, you'll fail. Even though when you really try, you know that the greatest comes out and everyone loves it. That you love it. And that you can do better. And that's a good quality to have, because that means you'll never stop improving. You'll never stop being the greatest. You can't be afraid, and you can't cower away at something that's big. No matter how big it seems, because you need to be bigger than it, than your enemy, than the monster. You see, this problem, it's mirrored. I don't know how well this affects whatever, but... Oh, it's on the right. What you haven't solved yet is communicating feelings to your parents. That's a hard one. That is difficult, because sometimes they don't really understand you. You don't even understand you. Just be patient with it, though. You gotta tell yourself, your parents love you, and they'll try whatever it takes to get along with you, to understand you, to know you. Just, you gotta tell them how you're feeling. I know it's hard. It's hard saying this, but you gotta do it. And only the best can come out of this. Only. Not being afraid to take on big tasks. Not convincing myself I failed before working hard. That's what I just told you. Big tasks or whatever. It's just do it. Just do the work. As your dad says, just do it. Don't think too hard. It's not like the end of the world. Don't be afraid to take on these big tasks. No matter how big they might seem. Take on the challenge and win. All we do is win. DJ Khaled, all we do is win. I don't know how else to communicate. Just think about everything else you did. Respect my comment. You worked hard on that. You got almost 500 views. Got like 457, 460. I don't know how many people clicked on it since I shared it. Think about last year's solo ensemble. You literally have that part of your... Like, you still have a part of the song memorized in your brain. The only reason you got number 2 was because you kind of refused to work on the hardest parts. If you had worked... Like, I think I messed up because I got nervous or something. But if you had worked just like maybe a day more, fully focused on this, you would have gotten like, what was the top number? Was it 1 or 3? I think it was 1. You would have gotten a 1. Come on, bro. You got this. Wasting time on you. Like, just because you don't win doesn't mean you failed. Just didn't mean you win as much as you could have won. And that you'll try harder next time. Wasting time on YouTube? Bro, you gotta stop watching YouTube. Facts. Stay up late? You gotta stop staying up late. I'm not completely sure. I haven't figured that out one. Yeah. I haven't figured out why I'm staying up late so many times. I think it has something to do with YouTube. But then it just seems like it happens. I think start respecting your schedule so that your parents can respect your schedule and that you can respect your schedule. I have to figure that one out. Discipline, I'm getting it. I know what high vibrations are. I'm teaching myself to resist some things when I'm failing at others. I'm not completely sure how to do the discipline thing. That's something we're getting through in health. You gotta pick up your health. Ever since COVID struck, your health's been declining. Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, watch how I move. But I mainly want to talk about why you didn't do solo ensemble this year. It was because you didn't want to check up on it. You didn't want that sense of progress. I don't know why you're so scared to see progress. Probably something I thought about a long time ago. You can't be afraid to look at your progress, to take on big tasks, even after the time has passed. Bars. Okay, just don't, please. If you love yourself, I know you do. Just don't be afraid. I'm talking to my brain and my heart here. I don't even know how the heart works, but I'm talking to it, motherfucker. Became feelings. That's what I just want to get through. You didn't do your G scale part of the scales because it's hard. Just because something is hard doesn't mean you can't do it. You've done so many hard things. Like, you learned to drive. That shit was freaking impossible. Like, now that I'm driving, I see how difficult it is. I still make mistakes. Just because I make mistakes doesn't mean I'm failing at it. It's a spectrum. There's no win or lose. It's win, sort of win, kind of win, almost win, damn near win, and then not sort of winning, and then sort of losing, and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's the great thing about progress, because you can always improve if you're not at the very top. There's some things you'll never be at the very top, but you can be top over others. If you're top where you're happy, that's what's even more important. Making yourself happy. If you're happy where you are, then that's good. Like, I know I'm not the best at driving. Driving is difficult. And I still look at it like, oof. Taking that test, oof. I don't know if I want to do that. But you gotta trust yourself you're gonna make it. Because you have so many chances. I don't know how many chances before you have to take it again. But still, I'm good enough to get to point A to point B. I'm good enough to have my father in the car and not kill us. I'm good enough to drive the whole family. That's important. That's what mattered. That's what matters. I'm good there. Okay? Look at me, bro. I almost cried, but I didn't. I don't know why. Look at me, bro. I love you, dog. I want to see you do good. I want to see me do good. I want to get where I want to get. I want to get where you want to get. If that changes, then it changes. And don't be afraid to let it change. School, I know it seems to be in the way, but as Alpha and Cecile said, the harder you resist, the harder it's going to push. So just let school happen. Do the work so you can get on to other things. And don't fail. It's Qatar at the bottom of the mirror. I love Qatar. You love Qatar. Tiger will be proud. Do your hair too. Like, I know you're wearing this, but it's ridiculous. Like, if you're shying away from your hair, another big task you don't want to do. Make them bigger as it is. It's not as big. You're big. Like, look, I don't know how big I am, but I'm like, I have to be like 230, 40 pounds. 17 years old. You fucking got this. Don't worry about expectations. You get there when you get there, because worrying about what they think isn't going to get you anywhere. You've been doing that for years, and where is it going to you? Exactly. I love you, bro. It's hard to say. It's hard to communicate in general. But you gotta know that. I love you, dog. Alright, this was January 13th, 2021. I might check on myself in like half a year from now. Maybe the end of 2021. See where I am and do smaller ones. But this one will be the bigger one. It'll be a year from now. Or not. I don't know, maybe like December 3rd, 2021. See where I am, see where I got. It'll be senior year, well into senior year. I feel like that's a good place to check in on myself. Alright, peace, bro.